Hello, this is Dr. Meenakshi addressing you all. Department of Assistant Contractual Professor, Department of English, Jamshedpur Workers College, Kolhan University, Chaibasa. So today I am going to deliver a lecture on characteristic features of Old English. So what are the characteristic features of Old English? Today I am going to give a lecture on this very topic. So let's begin now. This, this is prescribed in the semester 3rd syllabus, course 7, History of English Language. So let's begin now. Historians of Old English language distinguishes three main stages in its development. The first is the Old English period, which extends from 600 AD to 1100 AD. This is followed by the Middle English period from 1100 AD to 1500, and then comes the Modern English period from 1500 onwards. The language of the Anglo-Saxons or Old English emerged as a distinct offshoot of the West Germanic branch of the Indo-European stock of language. However, the ultimate source of the English language was very different as used at present. It is substantially different from it as it was used at present. It was subsequently different in grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and pronunciation. But the basic genius of the language was the same as today. It was highly resourceful and assimilated in character. The manner in which it managed to provide natural and expressive terms even for such a new world of concrete things and abstract idea as Christianity meant for the Anglo-Saxons is a great testimony to its resourcefulness. It was during this period that England became part of Christendom. The most significant characteristic features of Old English, as contrasted with modern English, was that it was synthetic rather than analytical. In other words, it was a language in which the relation of the words in a sentence was expressed largely by means of inflections. Instead of using auxiliary verbs and prepositions, declensional forms of nouns and conjugational forms of verbs conveyed the sense of a sentence. This is easily understood in the light of Sanskrit declension and conjugation. In declension, that is why Dr. H. Sweet, in his History of English Language, so aptly describes the whole Old English period as a period is full of inflection. So we can say that the Old English period was the period which was full of inflections. The like nouns, adjectives too had declensions. Adjective had two declensions, strong and weak. Nouns, as in modern German, had the three gender system of declension, that is masculine gender, feminine gender, and the neuter gender. In terms of case, there were four declensions, that is nominative case, accusative case, genitive case, and dative case. But even during the 500-year-old English, but even during the 500-year-old period of Old English, the number was commonly used. Declensions began to be reduced, and later on the declensions began to be reduced during this very period. And then of greater significance is the case inflections of pronouns in Old English. Verbs in Old English, however, had only two regular tenses at present, which was also served as the future and a past. Most of Old English vocabulary was of native origin, yet all the Scandinavian elements in the English language came in during this period. What is much more interesting to know that is so many Latin words found their way into English during this period. Latin also flourished during the Old English period. Walter Scott records 108 words in use in English today, which have come from Latin via Old English. Old English was also very different in the spelling of words and the pronunciation. Old English had two characters, that is P and TS, th, to represent the sound th. The digraph X was used to express the sound of A, as in hat, hat, bat, cat, etc. Further, Old English presented the SH sound by SC, as in skip, SCEAP in Old English, and in Modern English it was written as sheep, SHEEP. The K sound was represented by C, as in sin, CYNN, and in Modern English it was written as kin, KIN. About Old English pronunciation, Aaron observes it had no silent syllables and its spelling was a rough attempt at being phonetic, that is to say, its letters represented its sound fairly closely. And here we end the Old English and its characteristic features. Thank you.